Hello. I'm going to be doing the random reading. See what's going on here. So we have Majestic Eminence. Majestic Eminence. Don't know what that's going to be about. Anything else in this deck? So Majestic Eminence is Priestess, Divine Feminine, and Worth. I just did a video about self-worth. Just the one before this one. So here we go. It's a Divine Feminine, Worth. If something told me, read it. Don't just put it up here. Read it. Priestess. So Majestic Eminence. Priestess, Divine Feminine, and Worth. I wish this camera, I could show you guys exactly what is. It's not that good. All right. So we're going to be talking about Divine Feminine. What is one of Divine Feminine's major purposes this lifetime? What is Divine Feminine's major purpose this lifetime? What is your purpose, Divine Feminine, this lifetime? That's just too many, right? We're not doing 5, okay? Because it's a lot, right? What is the one main purpose? Give me one thing that we could talk about. What is at least one? Because they was trying to give us 5, but I want just one. So you may have 5 divine purposes. But the video is going to be too long to do all that. Is there one that is more powerful than the other? Or whatever here. One more is ranked. Which one is ranked first? I want that one. Is there anything else? Is there any? Oh my gosh. Okay. There it is. There it is. All right. There we go. And past lives. Being told past life and inspiration. Oh, I knew it. Tranquility and health. But we have power. It is your main thing. Is to get your power back from, gain your power back from people that have tried to take it in the past life. To gain your power back. Take it back from people that have been trying to steal it. Came to this life to try to steal it from the past life. Past life. Past lives. Because so that these are the 3 major ones, okay? And to inspire. Inspiration. You're here to inspire others. Look, looks like she's on the internet, and the angel is just like guiding her, like, yeah, we're here to help you inspire. It looks like she's also daydreaming, in deep thought, maybe thinking of how to be creative, or thinking about a family or something inspirational, okay? But here, it's about past lives, all right? We have a clock here. Time is ticking, but I'm seeing there's so many things that you've done. This time around, you're here to gain your power back because someone came in from the past life to try to take it. They went ahead of you to try to take it. So now it's your turn. This lifetime is your turn to take your power back. And you can see that through spirituality, that you're gaining your self-worth back, Divine Feminine. Oh my God. I just realized why we pulled out Divine Feminine. Oh, you can see it now. You can see, let me see, in the camera, you can see it says Divine Feminine. It was not meant to see it earlier. Now it's shining bright like a diamond. Worth. Priestess, divine feminine and worth. Here to gain your power back because others have been stealing it. They've been coming ahead of you. And I'm going to let you know that it's the truth. I got this download. I got a download that I was wondering how it was going to come out. Okay? Well, here it is. The download is coming out, but I'm going to see if the cards will help me. But here it is. If let's say you have a firstborn. Some of you have been wondering why some of your firstborn siblings have tried to have never support, not all firstborns. Some firstborns depends on what's going on. Some of them are nice, but there's a lot of firstborns that have come ahead of you, and sometimes you're wondering how did they end up being the firstborn? How is it that they were born first, but they don't act like it? What the universe revealed to me is that the firstborn heard about your self, how what you were going to be getting this lifetime, so they ran ahead of you to be born first. They in some cases, entities have tried to who never mind, I can't say that on video. Some entities have tried to get them out of the womb as firstborn, but some of them, some things have entities have fought that they stay in the womb so that it can be born. Okay, but there's your ancestors were or divine beings were trying to make sure that be, I don't know how to explain to you. When it was time for you to be born, you were supposed to be the firstborn, because that means you would have led your siblings to doing the right thing. You would have been the one that inspired them to be good, to do, because they would have learned from you. But this person, whoever was sent first, your sibling, or some of you, your siblings were never fully developed, meaning that there was a miscarriage, there was a unplanned pregnancy that was um, uh, uh, not full term, and then you were born. You remember that was the firstborn. But why? Why did it not live? Why did, like, let's say you got into an argument or a fight with someone, and that firstborn ended up not surviving in your belly. And then the next one you have, you're so grateful, and you tell everybody that the first one was just not, it didn't make it and all that stuff. And then the one you have next turns out to be very decent, loving, amazing, well-rounded. And you wonder, if you had the first one, what would have happened? But then you look at the one that was born right after you had that miscarriage or whatever you call it. You wonder what would that person have been if they had been born instead of the next one, right? What I was told is that demons hear about your power, that you are going to get it this lifetime. So what they did was send someone else ahead of you, and they tried to be born before you, and then they wreak havoc, because now your parents have to always fuss it down, do all kinds of, I'm not saying it was right. Some of the things that parents were doing to your firstborn siblings, to their body, it was not right. Okay, I'm not saying that it was. I'm saying that they gave your parents a hard time, the firstborn, giving the parents a hard time. And you're wondering, why are they doing that? Because it's not that hard. Just listen. Just don't skip class. Just don't do all these things. But it's the firstborn. And then you start to realize the firstborn, if they do eventually are, if they're not miscarried or or any other way where they do not make it in through the birth canal, you know what I'm saying, okay? I don't want to have to go through all the details. You know, as an adult, what I'm saying. If they went through the birth canal and were born and became your older sibling, okay, then you have to deal with all the demons that they came with them, because they came ahead of you to steal your birthright, meaning that they came with demons. No good person is going to want to steal. So they came into this world just as a thief anyway. So they're going to steal, kill, destroy if they can. Okay, they have a motive to, and then this same person is going to make your heart, your life, try to make your life a living hell. Don't take up for you. Don't be there for you. Fight you. This is your firstborn. This is your older sibling that made it before you, right? And if you go back, ask your parents, was there any other sibling before that person, before the firstborn? I mean, before you were born. Let's say you feel like you're the firstborn, right? And you're really a good, amazing person, right? And you know you're not evil, and people can attest to it. You know, good people can attest that you're not evil. Well, all you have to do is ask your parents, was there a miscarriage before you were born? Somewhere there's probably a miscarriage or some type of other way that the baby was lost before you were born, if you're really a good person. Okay, there's someone that came before you. Okay, and I said that was 111. Okay, there was someone, but if the pregnancy, the firstborn pregnancy does go through, then that's that person coming through, that firstborn, that is your actual birthright to be the firstborn. They actually just ran ahead of you, to they heard about you through the grapevine, and they ran ahead of you to go into your parent, so that when you come along behind them, they knew when you were going to come along, because they knew exactly when your parents were supposed to have the second one. They were not supposed to be born at all, so they knew if they came in, they knew your birth, when you were supposed to be born. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. They knew exactly the date you were assigned to be born. What they did was go into energies and make your parents do things, even if it's forceful intercourse with someone, or they go in, or even if it's cheating on their husband, or something that wasn't meant to happen, wasn't meant to be, even if it was promiscuity. You just, they're they're trying to hurry up and be born before you, because there's a timeline. You have to be born on a certain date, you specifically. Well, they're going to look at the timeline. They're going to try to fit themselves in. So if you have siblings that are born really close to you, they're trying to squeeze themselves in through that timeline. But if they see that they discover that you're not supposed to be born until a certain time, they have time to play around with the time. But you have a specific date that you were supposed to be born. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because you had a certain power. This was your time to shine. This is your time to bring out this new energy. Every, like, slow and steady wins the race. So this is, the universe works in baby steps, and now it's your turn. Your step number whatever. So if we're on step 79, then when your time was, when you were born, you were supposed to be on step 80, pretty much level 80. So it's your time, your level. So we have someone from past life that saw your destiny this lifetime, and they ran ahead of you. That's what I was told in a download. So if you have a sibling that just never, you wonder why they always hate you, why they never took up for you, why they were always acting up, why they just never was, acting right. That's it. Let me turn these things around. Okay. That's it. And then you start to wonder why that sibling is starting to look like you, but they used to make fun of you and with their friends, or talk about you, or ask you, why are you doing this when, you don't have to do that, this and this, yeah. Oh, wow. Wow. Death. And you know what? The Ace of Swords just came out. It says transformation. Wow. They were trying to change the future. They wanted to go ahead of you so that they can make you look bad. Some of them are still here, and you have to let them go. Look at the first video before this one. This is probably going to be an continue, but this is a separate video. But please look at the the one before this one as well, because you will see that now someone wants to drink of your cup, but it's too late. They've not adapted to your lifestyle. They adapted to karmic lifestyles for so long that it's not feasible. It's not right that you bring them into yours, because they're just going to bring you down. You've already leveled up. They're oh, what's this? You've already leveled up. Now they're when you go to their level, because they haven't done the work, so that means they're still at a lower level. You've leveled up, okay, and now what? You're just going to get back with this person, so that what leveled up position are they going to teach you? The universe says that this is the truth about what I'm saying. This person wanted to steal your shine. You are the star this time around, but there's someone from past life ran ahead of you and wanted to be born. But it says, Divine Feminine, you are the star this time around. You use logic. You take out and you pour into something. You don't just take out and just not pour into something else. Whatever you do, you see, look, you pour into nature and you pour into others. You give love. You also help those that don't understand self-worth. You pour self-love into them as well. You are the star that they look at. They're encouraged by you, and you are also making them ascend to becoming stars as well, to understanding their self-worth so that they can shine as well. So understanding give and take. You take from the earth, you pour back into the earth. Some of you have relationships where you poured into them, they poured nothing into you. They poured back into themselves and whatever else they wanted, but never poured into you and what you wanted, because you was pouring into them, hoping the relationship would work, because that's what you wanted. Like I said, I still have my allergies. It's gonna be a minute before it go away. I did take my allergy medicine, so it'll be all right. So this person wanted to come in and transform everything. This person has already been transforming as well. They're almost looking like you, acting like you, possibly putting their makeup on like you, but they will not admit that they're trying to be like you. But if you one day just suddenly look up, take a look at your older sibling, but make sure that you find out if they are the real older sibling or not. Okay, just make sure, because you can have older siblings that are really, really good people, but you don't know. Maybe your mother never told you that she had a miscarriage, or got rid of the baby in some way, or maybe there was a stillborn. Maybe you just don't know that information. But if you see that you have a firstborn that's just ruthless, best believe that they took your spot. If you're the secondborn, they came in ahead of you and took your spot. And if you have a secondborn that's just ruthless as well, and you're a third child and you've been really good, then those two came ahead of you, because there was a time frame that you were supposed to be born, and there was enough time for them to come through. That's how demons come through. And you see Roe Voices Wave. They don't want any of those demons that are going to come through to be see. Demons are working behind the scenes. They don't want any of those demons to not come through. So they need every one of those children to come through, because they don't know which ones. They're playing Russian roulette with it. They don't know which ones, but they know that there's some demons that need to come through, and they have to use their birth canal to come through in the flesh. That's what they're trying to do. And you think all this is just coincidence, it's just a game, they're just playing with the woman's womb, their women's rights and all that. This is bigger than that. So if you've never had a child before, or if you want to have your next child, this is happening because the demons know that they need to come through in flesh. They want one more. They want another chance to come through, through flesh. There's the end of times. This is why it's happening now. It's times are about to, the hourglass is running out, is running down. And they need your womb to get through. But that's just the download I'm getting. The reason I'm saying the reason they need so much, it's like they're taking a gamble if they if they don't go against real voices, rolling it back. If they don't go against rolling it back, they want to roll it. They want to roll it back because they're taking a gamble on some of their demons not coming through. If they don't say that, hey, everybody we're just taking it off the table. Nobody can do it. Well, there's a chance that every demon that's needing that they want to come through is going to come through, and there's a certain one that they want to come through, and that's the head on. That's the one they call the Antichrist. Wow, they call it the Antichrist, but that's just a name. I don't know what this specific one that has been trained to watch your power, that has found they tried to stop it, but it still happened. This is why they've been doing things to make you stay in poverty. They've been messing with your income, messing with your job. They've been doing everything possible to keep you from awakening, keeping you in poverty, making sure that you are promiscuous, doing things in your environment to make it where you are. When I say promiscuous, it means that they're doing things to also entice your partners, your partner, so that when your partner leaves, you don't have a choice but to date someone else because you're human and you do get lonely and you want a family, male or female. So now you're dating someone else, and then they do something with all these people that gossip and then tear relationships down, and then you go to the next person. You don't fulfill things if you're in oppressed situations, anxiety. But look at all the areas where they they keep the neighborhoods looking nice, beautiful, attended, a garden, everything. Those areas, they keep that. You don't see the chaos. You don't hear about promiscuity. You don't hear about violence, gangs, and all that stuff. Because then you drive past those neighborhoods, they're clean and nice and beautiful, lawns taken care of. They're taking care of certain areas, but they keep you, especially if you're a divine feminine, you're not going to be spotted in those areas too easily. You're not going to be found in those areas too easily because you have no creative passion. If the universe was to put you in that environment, what's creative about it? You're just in those type of environments where everything's taken care of for you. Where's the creative juices coming from? It's coming from watching your environment and then taking your ideas, and then they live off of it. That's what happens. There's no way they can be creative if they're just all the work's done for them. All they're pampered, and they're they're they have that silver spoon in their mouth. What's to make them creative? What's to give them the pep in their step? Yeah, they can use your ideas to become more creative. All they need is to look at your situation and say, okay, well, they could probably, they look at your ideas. This is why they look at what you got going on and see, okay, well, I can do that, but I can do it because I'm in this neighborhood, I'm in that area, I'm in this social light, pretty much. But they see a transformation, or you see a transformation in someone only because you're telling the truth, though. See, but look, angel of power, look what's right under you. Your truth. You tell the truth. You've transformed. You know yourself now. You transform. Even religion. Look at this. A religious person begging to be part of your transformation, wanting to have you come back. and you're putting an end to it. Like, no, dead to that. Nope. Nope. You're telling religion. No. Tradition. No. It's like death walking around on a horse, putting putting death to lies and telling the truth. Your transformation is putting an end to lies. You're exposing the truth about people's behaviors. You're shining a light on people's emotional worth. Not to put emotions, like, ooh, past lives and the star. Someone wanted to take your light, your destiny. They knew your purpose was to inspire. Inspiration. Angel of inspiration. This is you. This was your power to come and inspire those that were emotionally distraught. Divine feminine. Divine feminine. You know, how many times did you see me shuffle this deck and just nothing else wanted to come out? Divine feminine has been doing the work. There's nothing, even divine masculine didn't even come out of here. And you watched me shuffle this so many times. Yeah. Divine feminine, you've been doing the work. This is your power to inspire. And to inspire those that have come in from the past lives that didn't know themselves. This life, this time around, you inspire them to know themselves, to know the truth about themselves. Ones that didn't know who they were, now they know who they are because the truth is how they found out. They've been in illusions, tradition, religion, illusions, hypocrites, gossips, backbiters, treacheries, just adultery. I'm not even going to talk about fornication because they made that environment the way it was. But adultery was rampant in the religion, religious cults, religious congregations. And then just look, it's so weird. Is I never noticed that the woman, she's shunned. She's not, look, religion. Oh, it says, oh my gosh. They used to they used to pray to the dead, which was also their God. It's like they worship someone that died as well, but they told you not to worship the dead. But they actually worshiped someone that died, but said the person came back to life, but they died. That's death. Death is death. So they worship death. They worship the afterlife as well, but they also disrespected the women and the children. They were teaching them. Wow. They were trying to transform the children, your child. So you had no say so as a mother sometimes in certain religion. You had no say so on how you were going to raise your child. You were just supposed to do whatever religion told you to do with your child, how to raise your child. And in some cases, religion, look at that. They sacrificed people. Look at that. It's right. And you're coming in and they're trying to beg you. They're trying to beg you to stop telling the truth. Stop transforming people. And they also want to stop you. Yeah. They also wish they wish you ill. They don't wish the good for you as well. Wow. They don't want you to transform your children into knowing the truth about what they're doing. because their main purpose is to brainwash the children so that the children can continue generations. But it says here, this mother's turning her back. But at the same time, in another scenario, she had no say so. She had no say so. Look at her head. She's like, oh, I can't do nothing. And the child is still energetic. And some cults, they used to, man, not gonna go deep into that. You know what's going on in these cults. Magician, wow, stayed at the bottom. Yeah, they want to do magic. They want to do spells. That doesn't work. Yeah, look at this. Didn't I tell you? It's a soulmate. It could be your sibling. Somebody wants to give you a gift, an ex. I'm seeing an ex wants to give you a gift or wants to give you something or wants to come back. Because I see the ex right here walking away. But I also see someone else coming in. This could be someone else coming in for you. Because if this is an ex that you walked away, oh, they walked away. Well, there's someone else coming in. Okay, and they're going to be that gift. You're going to be that gift. And they're going to be that gift. You know, vice versa. This person is not only bringing a cup, they have flowers in it. This person has flowers in it. Ah, you know what? I never noticed this. The ex. Oh my God. So I just got something. There's an ex that's going to probably leave like some flowers for you. Almost looks the same as that one, right? They're going to leave some flowers. They're going to do the same thing because someone's going to watch this video, okay, or watch someone else's video. They're like, well, I need to give a gift. I need to just show something. So they're going to try to bring some type of gift, like flowers. But everybody knows that a lot of people use flowers as a gift. So they're not going to bring something unusual. They're just going to bring something that is typical, okay? Which now to you, Divine Feminine, when this person does something that's typical, you're not falling for it. They bring you flowers like, oh, chocolates, oh. Let's say they brought you a house and it's paid for fully. Nah, that's different. That's different. Don't go back to this ex. They're gonna bring you something that a typical relationship, someone that's, it's just something typical. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. 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 Flowers. Oh, 2-night vacation. Whatever. 4-day vacation. Yada yada. Typical. Yeah. What does the vacation do? They want to come back and next drop something off. Drop um. They're gonna call a flower company, and that flower company is gonna drop something off, and it's from your ex, right? And you're gonna see it and you're like, in the past you were gullible, maybe younger, or it don't matter what age you are. Maybe in the past you would have seen Hallmark movies and you would have been like, oh, that's so amazing, that's so wonderful, they're so you would have fallen head over heels over something like that, where you left, where someone brought you invitation of flowers, but to your house or to your job. It would have been amazing. Now you're not awesome. It's not awesome to see something like that. It's typical. It's predictable. Okay. And it's not going to make you excited and jump for joy. You don't really care. Like I said, let them buy you a brand new car and hand you the keys with everything being signed on in your name. Maybe you can talk. Maybe you can talk. A brand new house, deed and everything signed on, give it to you. This is an ex. I'm talking about an ex. I'm not talking about a new person. I'm talking about somebody that already treated you like crap. Don't take anything typical from that person. because that's all they've been doing is giving you crumbs. And because they haven't given you a surprise thing of flowers, well, let's just do that. That's simple. To me that to them that's it's not too much out of the way, but it's not something that's a full committed type of thing. Oh, they don't mind buying a house for someone else and living in it and paying that other person's bills, doing all these things. But we're just going to call the bouquet place and have them ship you some flowers. Get you out of the way so you can go goo goo gaga over that. But you ain't going to get your bills paid. They're not going to help you get your bills paid. I mean, they're not going to live with you. They're not going to share a car with you so that when yours break down, you can depend on them as well. You're not going to share anything together. This person's still stringing you along. But we have someone new that has never done some shady things to you. We need to start. We need to start with making sure they have the main things in their life, like a home, a car. I mean, a home, transportation. Divine Feminine, do not go lower than what you already have. You have a car, do not go with someone that doesn't have a car. You're going to go backwards where you have to take them everywhere. It's going to put a strain on you, anxiety, and so much on your body. Do not do the opposite of everything you have. You have a house, okay? You have a house, make sure this person has a nice place as well. Maybe they have a nice condo or a beautiful apartment. But if you have a house and this person is, doesn't, they have their own place, but they're not paying their bills and they're asking you for money, get away from that. You don't need to be paying that other person's bills. They don't need to be in a relationship until they can make it, at least make their pay, at least take care of their bills. What is the purpose of coming together? It's to work together. It's to help each other, not let one person do all the work. Nowadays, you can't just let one person do all the work unless they're rich. Come in there with something to offer. Because you're putting a strain on the other person. The economy is not all amazing that you put the strain on one person. It's not amazing. But don't let someone come into your life that works twice a week and then wants to take off the rest of the week because you have money, and they thought, oh well, I'll just live off you because you know and then they'll call in often acting like, oh well, you got money so I can just call in because they're lazy. Okay, I'm talking about someone that doesn't have, I mean, if this person has a retirement plan, by all means 2 days a week, whatever, but they got money coming in. Someone that doesn't have money coming in, what can you do with that? You can't do anything with that. They at least got to try. Okay, I'm not saying they have to have the best job in the world, but we need to see some trying, right? And then some people still live with their parents, and then they go then some, like, let's say you have a house and the person you're dating still lives with their parents, okay, and they work and they have a car. Well, I don't see that as a problem with when it's time to move in together, that you both move in together and share that house and then share resources and help each other out to build even more. There's no problem with that. You live with your parents or a friend, but you still are maintaining your half of the deal. Anyway, I'm not going to stay too long on that. I feel like don't take less than you deserve, Divine Feminine. Evaluate if someone has less than you deserve, maybe you, and then you don't want to feel bad about rejecting them, don't go into a relationship then. Don't go into a relationship with them then. All right, you're like, oh, I really like this person, but they don't make enough. Leave them alone. Don't start something you cannot finish, because then you're going to resent that person. Let them get to the level. If you're still, if it, let's say they say if something comes back, then it's yours. If they get to the level where you feel okay, it's time, and they're still single, because they could be in another relationship that accepts the way they are. But I'm going to tell you that sometimes when you accept something that you don't want, it turns into a karmic relationship. You want to avoid that. That's all I'm saying here. No one's better than anyone else when it comes to resources, but at the same time, don't put yourself in a situation where you want more and the person doesn't have more to give you. If you want to live in a house and you're dating someone without a job, but you live in an apartment, how do you want to get that house? Okay, you live in an apartment, you want to get in a house, and you want this person to come along with you. Which one of you guys are going to be getting the house? Because it's a lot faster to get the house if both of you are bringing in income. How soon do you want to get in that house? So you might, if you're dating that person, if you're not dating anyone at this time, work on yourself, pretty much. Male or female, work on yourself. It is not that serious to try to get into a relationship. I promise you it's not. I've been more single than I've been in a relationship, married or not married. I've been single more than anything, and it's not that serious to try to run into a relationship. Okay? All right, so now we saw the King of Pentacles, right? So this person might be a King of Pentacles that's also offering you something really small. And then we have another King of Pentacles that's offering you something better. All right, that's what I'm getting. So we have someone that's being stingy, that may have it, may have enough to give you, even retirement or whatever, but they choose to give you the bare minimum and walk away and pretend that their surprise is a surprise. Okay? Yeah, they're watching you. Yes. This person, you know what? This person knows. Yeah. This person also, this King of Pentacles, this new person, they watch you. They know about you. I'm hearing they like you. Someone likes you, someone's watching you, but you are the divine feminine empress energy. You could be a mother, or you could just be someone that just has creative ideas and like to bring them out, like to birth new things into the universe. That was your purpose. You're here to bring in new things, new ideas, birthing new things. So you're here to also birth people from the the, the past life. But like I said, they were watching you and trying to figure out when you were going to give birth. Oh my God. They're watching you and also seeing when are you going to, they're, watching the timeline on when you're going to give birth. Mm. Yikes. Wow. Yeah. To steal your fortune and to get that public recognition. You see what I'm saying? To take your public recognition. This is the person knew that you were going to be born. In some cases, this person even knew when you were born, the demons, because they knew when you were born, even if your sibling, if they came through, that sibling came through and the demons were very joyful. And so now, when you came through, they made sure that you were in an environment that also was in a superstitious, taboo, religious. They made sure that when you were born, you were in an environment, especially divine feminines recognize where you were born or where you were taken to. All right. Look at and remember all the places that you've been to when you started having just all kinds of problems when you were a child. Your parents moved to this place, moved to that place. moved to places where there was it's saturated with religion that called things that were normal taboo. Okay, so if you were a child and you spoke out for yourself, they would call you a witch or call you insane or crazy. Watching you until you grew up as well, watching you become this empress. And some of you may have children that were born after certain children, and you watch the ones that are very deceptive, that lie a lot. If when they come through, the ones that lie a lot, those are the ones the demons have had chosen. They let them come through. But there's also some that were not supposed to come through. That's why you, when you plan a pregnancy and you keep trying to have a baby, the demons, that's their cue to come in. Most, I'm gonna tell you, look back at planned the pregnancies that you tried so hard to have that were not in your destiny. They were not planned to be in your destiny. That child was not a part of your destiny, but you kept trying and trying with your spouse to have a baby. Look at that child now. I'm telling you, that child is one of them. And nothing you can say to that child will make them ever realize what a good parent you are. You can do everything nice for that child, and they will turn you into a bad person, and they will have others. They will tell others that you're a bad parent so that they can watch you. This is you may have a son or a daughter like that, and there's some that also, you know, was it patricide? Some children come through, and their main goal, if they're is to make sure that you don't they also try to keep divine feminines from coming through. So there are some divine feminines that had to come in at this time, or are trying to come in at this time. Yeah, no, no, the divine feminines no, it's not divine feminines that are trying to come through at this time. It's your partner. It's your partner that's trying to come through at this time. They're just needing a body to come through. Once they're here, they're not going to stay in the child, the newborn. They're actually going to come in and take over a grown person's body. They just need to come through, meaning they need a way into this life. All they need is them to come through flesh, because that means they have a personality. And so when they come through flesh, they just need to um, energies go from person to person. So their energy is going to go into a grown man, your person, a grown man. And the thing is, some of them may even go into grown men that are bisexual as well. That's what I just heard. I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask to hear that. I just heard it. And they're gonna come through, and there's gonna be marriage. Um, this past life is okay. So it wasn't divine feminine. All majority of divine feminines are already here. I'm hearing that already. You're already born, if I'm not mistaken. And the only thing that's going to, damn it, I can't say it. I can't say it. Okay. Like I said, they wanted your public recognition and your fortune. Yeah, if you have a sibling that came before you, this is what they wanted to tear down, and they wanted it for themselves. So they may also start looking like you, acting like you, but they may have a different skin tone than you, or different hair texture, or something that's different from you, so they think they're better than you. That's how you'll know. They somehow, some way about them, they get attention. They think they're better than you. They came through first because they looked a certain way. You remember how they said the demons, the first angel was beautiful, right? But this person is using their, they're going to be, they know that they're going to have to look a certain way when they come through to get the attention. They know that they have to look a certain way. So when they start acting like you, they will be getting more attention than you. But they're taking your essence by always being in distress. You go and help this person every time, and they're taking your energy. And wow, they watch you. Every time you come around this person, they watch what's changed about you, and they watch how others interact with you when they're with you. They may get a little bit more attention than you, but something about you still got attention. Then now they're like, well, I got to mimic that so that next time I go places, I can do that. And then next time I'm around, they try to make sure that they're around you. Okay, so when you leave them, they try to come back, or something leads you back to them. You're thinking synchronicities or making you call this person again or go around this person again. No, it's it's their energy pulling you in to make you feel sorry for them, but they haven't changed. This person is going. It's a gossip. Is a liar. Is also on social media, probably saying stuff about you. Okay, this could be a sibling. This could be your child. This could be a ex-partner. This could be an ex somebody. It's somebody in your ex. It's somebody in your past. Somebody that you are not talking to at this time. Could be co-workers, corporations. Could be different people that somehow notice you, or somehow this person is watching you or notices you or knows about you. And they see that you're, wow, I saw the tower come through. And, oh, okay, I'm sorry. They see that you're content with without having someone else. They know you're content. They see it, and they know that you've leveled up. But it's also religious people that are watching you. Okay, they're watching you as well. Some of them notice that you've changed. Some of them may know you have a website, a channel, or a social media. They may see that. Someone may show it to them or tell them, and who cares, right? But anyway, someone trying to steal your shine, but I'm seeing that you're rejecting these people. They're trying to give you that 10th cup, and every time you're like, nope, I don't want it. Whatever you're selling, fast talking salesman, Knight of Cups, a fast talker. Nope, don't want it. But you know what? It's so weird because I just got for the first time. You're like, hey, but you can have one of these. I'll give you words of inspiration. The only cups they're gonna get from you are words of inspiration. They're trying to offer you fake love. Cups empty, I bet, because I don't see nothing. I don't see anything. You know what? Some of you, I'm not even gonna be funny about it. Some of you offering them empty cups as well. You're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Here you go. They look into it. Nothing. You have no feelings for them. Because when I said has nothing, some of you, I just got that you're not offering any emotions either. So you're just giving them a cup like, well, you offered me nothing. Here you go. Here's your fake love back. So when someone gives you a fake smile, you're like, huh, okay, huh. You give a fake smile as well. There you go. That's what I mean. Why should you give someone jewels when they're giving you uh, whatever you call it, pebbles? All right. So we're at 54 minutes. I'm going to stop it when it gets to about 49, okay? But what else is there? What are they? What are they? Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see if the angels have something to say. Divine Feminine, this is your reading. You can see you're showing up all over the place. Not the right time for something. Okay, all these are not the right cards on the thing. Okay, but that's the top card. Not the right time for, let's see, a year from now, reconsider something. So something, I mean, you should know. Maybe it's this year. It's just saying a year from now, reconsider something. That means it's not the right time. Maybe to talk to someone, maybe a sibling, uh, a child, someone you fell out with. This year, maybe the rest of this year, it's not the right time. Okay, it's not giving you that this year, a year from now, or it could be last year. Okay, we don't have last year, but it could be last year was not the right time. A year from last year, a year from this year, take it. Um, it says not the right time for. Oh, did we just talk about? I just got another message. The universe told them to please reconsider that it's not the right time for someone to be born a year from now. So your sibling may have been born a year from you or less than a year. Your sibling, whoever this person is that we're talking about, may have been born a year older than you or less. Or the universe told you not to have a child, but you kept trying to have a baby. And it says, not the right time, and reconsider. Please don't do this. Don't do. Oh, they were trying to tell you that the reason you weren't getting pregnant is because they were trying to get you to reconsider because it wasn't the right time to have a baby. Because that baby that came out, it's like a year from now, we'll give you a baby, but some of you kept trying. And that's where, well, your parents kept trying, and that's where your older sibling, the one that didn't pass before you were born, uh, the one, I mean, it's like I said, some of you may have an older sibling that's really not the older sibling, but you think they are because maybe your grandparents or your great grandparents or your parents didn't tell you that your aunt or uncle was not the firstborn, but you think that's the firstborn aunt or uncle. And then your brother or sister, your parents didn't tell you, hey, they had a miscarriage or something before that person. So you think this is your older sibling. That's only if your older sibling is a good angelic person. But if your sibling is very evil, that's the one that stole your birthright, or whoever is the second born, the firstborn that is evil stole the secondborn's birthright. And sometimes some secondborns, depends on how far apart you guys are, maybe some secondborns could be the one that stole the birthright of the third. Depends on which one, who in your family has the sincere heart. The ones before that, if they're evil, then they are karmic energies. They are demons that came through ahead of you, trying to steal your spot or trying to ruin your family's reputation, or trying to ruin you in school, um, trying to do things to make your parents upset so that they'll always be angry and take things out on you as well. They don't mind being beaten. They actually keep doing things. If your firstborn keeps getting in trouble all the time, and then it makes it where you guys get in trouble as well. But your firstborn, they just keep getting in trouble that your parents, I mean, some parents became so abusive, it was crazy, right? That those demons were so bad that that child just kept acting bad for no reason, like the smallest thing they was even do, just knowing they would get in trouble. Then years later you hear your siblings say, well, it was worth it that they did those things. They would rather take the beatings. Who says that? If you ever hear anybody say that they did some things when they were a kid and they'd rather take the beatings to do it, that is very toxic. They intentionally kept doing things to make your parents upset, but even though your parents should not have been beating people, okay, I'm not saying they should have been beating people. What I'm saying, they got you in trouble as well, okay? That's the problem. So we have some siblings that just kept being evil, doing bad things, doing crazy stuff, and then getting you in the mix, because your school will be like, isn't that such and such brother or sister? And you didn't want nothing to do with that sibling that was acting crazy because you were a good kid. Okay, so just look back and understand that that's what it was. These demons in the past life tried to go ahead of you to ruin your reputation, so that when they look like you, they came out first because they came from the same parent. They look a little bit like you, and then they start wreaking havoc. Even if you were to have babies in the same hospital, what happens is that if this person needs you so much, you're driving them everywhere, you're letting them use your address, they stay with you, they drive in your car, people see you with them all the time because they're always needy. They're always around you. But you always care for them like you really care for them, because you're thinking, this is my sibling, this is a soulmate interaction with your sibling, your husband, your boyfriend. You're always around this person. Something of yours is going to be removed or taken, and you're going to be like, wait a minute, like you may they may see that person with you all the time, and then when that person does something, they're thinking it's okay with you that that person did it. Okay? I had I had more to say, but I think it's like the universe was telling you, not the right time. Please reconsider. Maybe we'll give you a baby a year from now. Just hold up a year from now. Please reconsider. Some of you are being told to reconsider being pregnant at this time or being intimate without a condom. Please, because there are some entities that want to come out through your babies at this time. And things are not a coincidence that are happening at this time. But okay. Okay, let me see. I may let me see. Okay, I think I'm done. Was there something else? I'm already at an hour. Something else there. And you think about it, some of you may I heard somebody wants to raise a baby with someone else, right? And that the thing is that it may be telling you wait for a year, wait a year from now, because they really don't want to have a baby by you. Whoever you're with, if you're with someone right now that you guys have not been getting along, but you've been trying to have a baby, they don't really want to have a baby with you. There's somebody else that they really want, or they think about someone else in the future that they have not met, and they're thinking they want a baby with someone else. I just was just if I can find it, I just saw it and I put it back and I didn't think too much of it. Oh man, where is it? I just saw it. Okay, well, like I said, be careful. Someone they really resent you, and so you go ahead and have this baby. You're probably going to be raising the child by yourself, okay? Because they're watching someone else as well. They're watching someone else that they'd rather be with. So this person may also be fantasizing and dreaming about someone else. So you might want to be careful with this, bringing a baby into this world, and the universe say, please reconsider, okay? Wow. I looked down and guess what it said? Get out of here. You know what? I'm gonna leave that right there. Because I just looked down and it says not pregnant. God dang it. Mm-mm-mm. But you need to smile a lot. happening in less than 30 days. God dang it. If you have a sibling that you think they may be thinking about getting someone pregnant, uh, look, I talked about siblings. Look, the Empress right there. Someone's been watching you, but someone you're probably dating could be, oh, Aquarius. Um, I'm about to give somebody a call because this is too close to. I saw this, and I was like, oh, if you have a sibling, okay, let them know. Um, did no, don't do it because they might think that they're in love at this time and they want to seal their relationship. Maybe they just met someone, they just feel like they're soulmates. Um, uh, they feel like this is it because this person maybe is different. It's a transformation from whatever they've had, or they feel transformed around this person. I think you should talk to your sibling, but I'm thinking some of you are too late. It could be that at this time and you're being told don't, maybe you should not get pregnant, okay? But you could probably talk to a sibling, depends on how close you are. I'm like, hey, you may want to watch, keep an eye on that. Just take your time, but it's none of your business. I did see a card that says none of your business, so you might want to also just, it depends on how close you are with your siblings. If you're both understanding of each other with the cups here, if you're that close, you can talk about it. They might not get mad. But if you're with a sibling that likes to, with the 5 of Wands energy, leave that alone. Mind your own business, okay? You know, it, it is what it is. But smile. You have good teeth. Smile. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Yeah. And something about divorce as well. Not pregnant, so someone's getting a divorce and the person was not pregnant. That's what I'm getting. Oh, someone is getting a divorce. Okay. And they should not be intimate with the person that they're leaving. Or someone's not divorced yet, so please do not get pregnant. Okay. Make sure that someone's fully divorced before you do anything like that, because they may go back. Someone's watching to see you if you're even pregnant. Someone's saying, oh my God, I'm glad I didn't end this video. I would have really missed out on this juicy information right here. Okay. Wow. Oh, right. I forgot to show my face. I was about to end the video without showing my face. Well, here I am. Here you go. And then I like to do this so you can see the whole flow of hair. Okay. Okay. So you get to see me before I end the video. Okay, that's what I wanted to start doing, is like show my face in my video. Well, if someone is not divorced yet, it's not a good idea to get pregnant, okay, by them. But I just heard with the Queen of Cups, with the Empress, why did I say Queen of Cups? I don't know why. Anyway, the Empress, and then we have the Page of Swords, right? We have the birds here. Someone's listening to your message, okay? But they're also looking at your stomach in your video. If you have videos or a page, a website, social media, they're looking at your stomach. They keep watching your belly to see if you get pregnant. And a year from now, year after year, they're trying, someone that you're not talking to, could be family, friends, ex-lovers. If you have a social media website, they pay attention to your stomach, Empress. That's juicy information. They pay attention to your belly, whether they say anything in the comment section or not. Okay? Whether they say anything or not in the comment section, every year, if someone's watching you and you don't know who it is, even if you know who it is, family members, friends, ex-lovers, even people that you don't know, they watch you talk about uh, they watch you talk about tarot, but then they see how you're living your life, but they also judge you mainly by your Empress energy, which is, or your belly, your, to see if you're pregnant, if see if you're with someone or celibate, promiscuous. It doesn't matter. It's none of their business. The cards keep coming out. None of your business what the Empress is doing with her body. Okay, but yes, she is not pregnant. Empress is not pregnant. Okay, is that, are you okay with that? Satisfied? Okay, back to the cards. I'm good. Oh man, none of your business. Man, that was some juicy tidbit. Thank you, birds. See, the birds are messengers, and they're the ones that I noticed. I didn't notice you in the cards, but I noticed them, and they said, "Hey, a little bird said this." Empress is this certain empress that they keep watching or looking at, okay, or they keep tabs on. If you're gonna be, um, they're looking for signs of pregnancy, okay, as if it's their business so they can judge you. All right. But who cares? Let them judge, let them watch. And Empress, when you're ready to have a baby, you don't need their permission. But I'd suggest you listen to your angels on whether you should be intimate with a specific person without protection and or be with that person at all. So, okay, that's it. On 111. Okay.